Alrighty, welcome back to Let's Break Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. It has been a journey, and we're nearing the end. We have a very concise plan today. No more wandering, like I tend to do. We have a concise plan today. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna finish our card collection. Then we're gonna do the PooPoo quest. Then we're gonna do the Opal Lake side quest. Then we're gonna beat the game. Then we're gonna get 1,000 kills and finish the seed rank and get the platinum trophy. That is our mission today. So first off, we gotta finish the card collection. And I don't know what these lower cards I need are yet, but I do know that the final player card I need is Irvine, who is in Fisherman's Horizon, so we're going to do that. So I hope you guys had a great... Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you parked it here. I hope you guys had a great New Year. This is the first Friday series day since the New Year. So hope all was good. Hope your New Year's been going good so far. I wanted to say before I started, this might sound like it's kind of out of left field, but it's just something I've been thinking about lately. I've been getting a lot of comments here and there about people that say, like, they watch this series while they're at work, or they watch it while they're going to sleep, or, you know, it's just something that they put on the background while they do other things. And, you know, it's nice for them to have it be a consistent thing that comes out every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that they can always have it there for whatever they need it for. And those comments mean the world to me. Like, seriously, I try to make sure I respond to all those and just say, like, hey, thanks, you know, glad this has been something you could use. But truly, anyone that's left a comment like that, or anyone that thinks that just hasn't left a comment about it, sincerely thank you for that. That was kind of my underlying intention with this series whenever I started it, because I do the same thing. I have a lot of different video series that I usually just replay over and over again while I'm working, or while I'm doing stuff around the house, or while I'm trying to fall asleep. I don't usually watch stuff when I fall asleep, but whenever I'm sick, I like to watch stuff while I fall asleep. It helps me, like, forget that I'm sick and, you know, breathe correctly so I can fall asleep. So it means the world to me that you guys use that in the same way that I use, you know, other video series. And that was kind of the underlying intention when I started this series. This series has been going along for a long time. We started with Final Fantasy VII stuff. We did several challenge runs, several mod runs. And then we moved over to, like, Legend of Dragoon and Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross and all those Let's Plays. And I very much continue to plan doing this for as long as I'm able to. As long as, you know, I can keep doing this, either monetarily or physically, I'm going to continue doing a Friday series of some kind, because I think it's important, like, having the consistency there for some people, for them to be able to use it during work or use it during whatever. It's important, and it's important to me as well that people that use it in that way have it. So I don't plan for this series to be going anywhere, is basically all I want to say. Like, as soon as Let's Break Final Fantasy VIII is over, we'll be starting up another mod run. We're going to do Scavenger mod. And then after that, probably Let's Play Final Fantasy VII Remake, to be honest. It's probably what's going to be next, because it'll be around that time. I have a ton of RPGs I want to do, like just an absolute crap ton. Every day I get someone else saying, have you ever played this RPG? And I add it to the list. And Final Fantasy VII, you know, probably be a never-ending stream of something we can do. But regardless, even if Final Fantasy VII eventually becomes something we don't do anymore, I'll continue to do RPG runs. I can even do stuff that isn't RPGs for the Let's Plays, you know. The list goes on and on, but I fully plan on keeping this Friday series that comes out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to be a thing forever until I can't do it anymore. And I appreciate everyone that uses the series in that fashion, that always watches each day it comes out. Whether or not you're using it for background noise or if you're staring at the screen, I appreciate it a ton. So thanks to everyone who left comments like that or thought it in their head but didn't write it down. I appreciate it. This is who I'm playing, right? I think. I thought we said it was his wife. I think, don't there rules here? Oh no, they're okay. Good. Okay, so, Lulu, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime, I appreciate it a lot. Demon Essing for the 77 bits, and Reckless asked, ever consider doing a Let's Play of Parasite Eve 1 and 2? Yeah, that's one of them that's on the list, for sure. People ask about Parasite Eve all the time. It's definitely one I'd like to look into doing at some point. Why does it have to be closed? I'm missing PooPoo, Jumbo, Cactuar, Odin, and Irvine. So we're, Odin I probably have to get from the card quest, right? Because the only way you get Odin is by getting him, and I missed him on purpose. What about Jumbo Cactuar? Where do I get Jumbo Cactuar? Also, she ain't playing my boy. You can get Odin after beating the game? How does that work? I guess I'll see if I can get it from a card game, and if not, I'll mod it. There he is. It's not the best spot, though. Maybe he covered it. Alright, we out. One down. So I'm gonna have to just play like Quistis, which I don't know how to play her. I guess I have to go to the garden, huh? Wait, can I even take the garden? How does that work? Do I have to, like, run all the way to the garden? That's lame. So who should I play to try to get Jumbo Cactuar and Odin? Do I just play Quistis? Or is there someone else that might be better to play? You know, this song's growing on me. I didn't like it that much the first time I heard it, but when I liked it, it just wasn't one of my favorites, but I'm starting to like it more. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I got the perfect rules going on, too. I actually like Irvine's card quite a bit. I'll try Heart if Quistis doesn't want to play it. Give her a couple shots. How's it going, Behemoth? You like to use Selfie? Selfie's not bad. I think this is probably my favorite setup here. I got down left, up right, down right, up left. That's a pretty good variety. I think maybe the only thing better than this is to use Doom Train, because if you put Adia in bottom left and Doom Train in whatever, I think top right, then you're just kind of indestructible, because you just have two cards on the field that can't be taken. But sometimes they take your spot. We're getting some boss cards, just not the ones we want. When are you planning on doing a Final Fantasy VI Let's Play? I've been looking forward to it since you mentioned it. I completely understand if you want to wait until after Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, because I know it's going to take a long time, and I'd hate to start a Final Fantasy VI Let's Play and then have to quit and go back to it. That's like the last thing I want to do, so... My plan right now is do some shorter stuff until the remake comes out, go crazy on the remake, and then immediately do Final Fantasy VI as soon as we're done with the remake. Try playing Zoo. Okay, is she, she's just standing right next to me, right? We won't spend a horrible amount of time on this, because it's not actually necessary, it's just something I wanted to do. If, like, no one ever plays Odin, we'll just move on, and I'll do this some other time. She played some good cards, just not the ones we want. I don't know if I'll ever do tactics, to be honest. I like tactics. I played it once and thought it was cool. But I tend to get a little bored of tactical RPGs unless they're like something I really connect with. And I just don't know if a tactical RPG would be like amazing for a Let's Play. I don't know. I can't get Odin? Do I have to actually wait until after Lunatic, you're thinking? You're thinking maybe I can't get Odin until after, Well, I don't care too much about Jumbo, because I can just go get Jumbo. I can go card Wendigo. I'm more worried about Odin. Can you get Odin at any time? Or is Odin, like, gone on Disc 4? I have to imagine he's gone on Disc 4, isn't he? Maybe we could just beat the game and then go beat Odin. Because at that point, I'm okay with Odin being a thing. I just didn't want him during the game. So let's go try to card Jumbo Cactuar then. See how that goes. I shouldn't use this. This thing sucks. Get my Ragnarok back. Yeah, I mean, I don't want Odin because he's dumb, but if everything else is already done, I could just use him to get my final card and then quit. Why didn't I want Odin? Because he's super trash. He interrupts your gameplay to kill stuff that you don't want him to kill. He's the worst. And then, if you get him early, you get Gilgamesh, who's even worse. Interrupts your gameplay to do nothing at all. Okay, so where's Wendigo? I think someone said earlier. Bambalam Island? Or by Dailing? I'm right by Dailing, so let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Wait, we got like 19 different answers here. All right, I'm going to the strategy guide. I got like 9 different answers in the chat. Of course, I don't really trust the guide either. This says Galbadia Missile Base or Timber Rochefall Forest. Which timber is here? What forest? This forest? This is Opal Lake. That's not it. Mandy Beach. Does that count? There we are. Shoot, do I have card? I might not have card. I don't have card. I gave myself experience. What's up, Avatar? How's your New Year so far? I'm doing great. I've had a fantastic start of the year. That's a Wendigo. How has your 2020 started? There's a lot of different fights here. Oh, I just saw Demi. Hey, how's it going, Chimp? Trying to go to work and the car wouldn't start? Dude, that's so nice. That means you don't have to go to work. Your baby was due Christmas Eve. That's both awesome and terrible for future gift giving. That's awesome though, dude. It's coming soon. You will very soon have a new person in your life. Hello, Squall. Hurt the Squall. Card. Card. Thank you. Bad dad joke? You got it. A steak pun is a rare medium well done. Wow. Not the worst I've heard. Certainly not the best. .3% chance. That's not too bad. I actually expected it to be worse. Yeah, we haven't really talked about the remake stuff. There was a bunch of leaks regarding the remake. Mostly that there's a demo on the PlayStation Store that is ready to be public. They're just waiting for whatever the release date's going to be. I haven't looked into any of it because I know the demo's a thing, so I'm just waiting for the demo to come out. I don't see any reason to look up the leaks. Might as well just wait for the demo and play it. But yeah, as soon as the demo comes out, we'll play it and have a good old time. People are saying it might come out Monday because Sony has some announcement thing on Monday. And they said maybe they'll do it then. And now that it's been leaked like crazy, I wouldn't be surprised. How's it going, MC? Good to see you, dude. How's it going, Ataru? Thank you, Bunker, for the 666. Appreciate it, dude. It'll be interesting when we play the demo because it's gonna be a big event for me. I have yet to play anything regarding the remake. I was not there for E3 when they had the demo up. So I have not touched the demo yet, or the remake yet. So it'll be my first experience with it, which is a big deal because probably the biggest thing with the game is the combat. Like, if I enjoy the combat, then I'm gonna enjoy the game, even if there's problems with it. So it's gonna be my first real opportunity to feel the game and see if I really enjoy it or not. So it's gonna be a big deal. I'm excited. And that might be next Monday if they release it then. A small, medium, at large. I did want to say one thing about the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, though. I wonder what your guys' opinion is on this. You can chat it up in the chat. You guys watching on YouTube can leave comments if you want. I'd love to hear your ideas, or your opinions. I find it extremely I don't know what the word I want to use. Like, relieving, I guess, that Square is publicly releasing a demo of the game. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people's frustration with the Final Fantasy VII Remake was that they were afraid that it was a cash grab, and that they were using Final Fantasy VII as a way to sell the remake, but the remake really wasn't going to be anything like 7. And they were going off the fact that no one really understood exactly what it was in order to trick us into buying it. They were tricking all the Final Fantasy VII fans into buying it, and then once you get it, you might hate it, you might love it, but at the end of the day, everyone bought it, right? So the fact that they're releasing a free demo gives all the Final Fantasy VII fans the chance to get out, right? Like, all the people that are buying the game just because it's Final Fantasy VII Remake now have a chance to play the demo and get out if they hate it. Which, to me, says a lot about Square. In that this wasn't just a cash grab in the end, and that they truly want to make something that Final Fantasy VII fans enjoy. And if we hate it, then they're giving us the opportunity to not buy it, to not pre-order it, to not, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty bold, because I feel like, I don't know what the percentage would be, but there's gotta be thousands of people who pre-ordered the Final Fantasy VII Remake having no idea what it was, just hoping it'll be good. And I gotta guarantee that there's gonna be people who cancel their pre-orders when this demo comes out. So this is a bold move by Square, saying, like, it's gonna be good and people are gonna stick with it after playing this demo. And part of it, at E3 they had the demo and a lot of people really liked it, so they're probably pretty confident in the demo. But still, I think that says a lot. For all the people saying, like, they're just cash grabbing off of it and they're just, whether or not we like it or not, we're gonna buy it because it's Final Fantasy VII and we want to see how bad or how good it is. This kind of helps that. This kind of shows that, like, they're not trying to make a bad game and trick us into buying it. You know? Oh yeah, for sure there's a lot of stuff that the demo won't show. A lot of the stuff that I'm worried about, the demo's not going to show. But I would say the vast majority of people care more about the combat than anything else. That's just the way gaming is. You know. Most people play games for the gameplay. Now you could say that RPG fans, there's probably a bigger chance that they want the story more than the gameplay, but the Final Fantasy VII Remake is very much mainstream, so I would say the majority of people that buy the Final Fantasy VII Remake care more about the combat than anything else. Just because that's the way gaming is. So, yeah, I think it's quite the bold move. And I give him credit for that. As much as I hate to give Square Enix credit. I give him credit. What's nice is this isn't a complete loss. However long it takes us to get this card, at least we get a bunch of AP while we're at it, so it's not like a complete loss of time. We're trying to get the Jumbo Cactuar card to finish our card collection. I don't think people who hate the remake are irrational. I think some of the reasons they come up with hating the remake are irrational, but I think everyone has a pretty good excuse. Or I should say most people have a pretty good excuse as to whether or not they love or hate the remake. The thing about the remake that's so frustrating for a lot of people is that it was teased so long ago. And it was basically, they made a tech demo where they remastered the intro cutscene to Final Fantasy VII. And everybody took it as, oh my god, they're making a remake. And then Square was like, no, we're not doing that. It was just a tech demo. And ever since then, people have been frustrated with the whole idea. Because, you know, they wanted it. And then they finally announce it, but it's not really a remaster. It's a remake. And it's completely different. And so a lot of people jumped ship just because of that. And that, I think that's understandable. If you wait for something for like 10 years and then they make sort of it, but not really, that can be pretty frustrating. I was pretty frustrated. Like, when it first got announced, I was super excited. And then I started to get more and more frustrated as I realized that the game is so much different than the original, because to me, the way that they announced it made it sound like it was going to be more of a remaster. Like, looking back, I just wish they had announced it in a different way, is my only frustration. I wish they would have come out and said, like, hey, we're making a remake, but it's going to be really different. And then I could have gotten behind it, you know? I wish they would have come out and they would have said, listen, we're making a Final Fantasy VII Remake, but we're not trying to do the same game again. You already have the original game. You can play it whenever you want. We've made 7 million ports of it. You can play it on any console you want. There's no reason for us to just take that game and make it look better. We want to do something different. We want to do something innovative. We want to change the story for the better. We want to, you know, etc., etc. Then I could have gotten behind it. Then I could have been like, you know, okay, I get it. But they didn't really do that. Instead, they made it seem like it was going to be the game we all dreamed of, and then slowly showed us, like, hey, it's not really that. We have a visitor. Hi. Hoodlum 1 and Hoodlum 2.
He wanted to show you his hood. He said, "Atata!"
I see it.
Yeah.
Can you take it off?
No.
No? It's stuck forever.
No.
There you go. Oh, almost.
I'm low.
Oh, Mo.
Oh no.
Oh,
You want to see Gaga today?
yeah.
Yeah? You gonna hang out with Gaga?
Dada.
What?
Dada.
I'm not the ceiling.
You want Dada to go?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I'm working.
Yeah.
I'll see you tonight, though.
Mhm.
Okay.
Day.
Yeah.
Okay, tell Daddy have a good day.
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 Just day. Have a day.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Daddy,
Can I
get
have
a
a hug?
kiss?
Can I have a kiss? Mwah.
D.
Yeah?
Yeah, chat.
Can you say bye?
Say bye to chat.
Bye bye die.
Bye-bye, chat.
Bye-bye, guy. You guys are guy now, I guess.
Turn up the thermostat. Your family's cold. Yeah.
Is chat funny?
It's so funny. Say, oh, chat.
Dada.
Oh, chat.
Dada.
Oh, dada. Oh. Okay.
D.
Alright,
Yeah,
we'll see you later.
green. Okay.
Bye.
D.
Bye.
Thanks for the high five. That was a good one. Holy cow.
That was a good one.
He smacked my hand.
Oh.
Yo, we got the card! Ben was the good luck charm. The second he comes in, gets it. Easy peasy. Oh, a sticky note stuck to my foot. Ben did it. The RNG manip. Okay, so we decided we're just gonna get Odin later. So now what? Who else we missing? We need the PooPoo card, which we get from the quest. I think that's this one. And then this is Odin. And that's it. So yeah, we're good to go. You can't redeem a bad dad joke? That's not right. Let me check for you. As soon as I remember how to. No. There's no limit redemption. Or redemption limit, rather. You should be able to do it. Maybe there's a timer. No, there isn't a timer, because I've seen people redeem like 4 in a row. Try just refreshing the page or something. You should be able to do as many as you want, as you can afford. Okay, so time for PooPoo side quest, which I've never done and have no idea how to do, so we're going to consult the manual. If there's one thing that this thing is actually good at, it's the side quests. It actually does a pretty okay job describing side quests. The vase quest? The heck is the vase quest? You get a holy stone? Interesting. Good old Twitch app. I'll give you your bad dad joke in a second. Where the heck is the PooPoo quest? Lakeside quest. There it is. Okay. Windhill Bluff. Okay. So apparently you can keep Encounter None on, and you'll still get the alien encounters. I'm having some technical difficulties here. I have too much stuff on my desk. Alright. So Windhill Bluffs is the first area, which I'm guessing is over by Windhill, wherever that is. I forget where Windhill is. Over here. That's a cow! Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is south of Timber on the beach. Wait, it's not south, that's west. Or east. Oh, statue! The Moa head. Next is, an island on the east side of the Centra ruins. Where are the Centra ruins? Weren't the Centra ruins like that? The Centra ruins wasn't. Oh no, the Centra ruins are where Odin is, right? So, you said east? East side of Centra ruins. Okay. So that's like. Like over here. Somewhere. That's about as east as I can get. Alright, let me get your dad joke while we wait for this. Can I run and read a bad dad joke at the same time? Kid. Dad, can you put my shoes on? Dad, no, I don't think they'll fit me. Lame, but definitely dad joke. Definitely a dad joke. I'm not seeing this. Oh, my bad. It's on an island that's east. It's on an island. I don't know if they know their easts and wests, because I'm not seeing this. Is this a desert? This doesn't look like a desert. They said it's in a desert to the east of the Centra ruins. This is like south. Ah, here it is. We got it. The pyramid! And the last one, east of Trabia Garden, which is over there.
This game sucks.
I can't believe I didn't get any of these, like, normally. I did in my first playthrough. East of Trabia Garden. Should be around here somewhere. Said it's on a peninsula? I wish the guidebook gave you like just a world map to look at. Instead they just tell you words. Listen, I might be west. I was just checking the area out to make sure, okay? I was just checking. I was just doing some important checking. This looks like a peninsula. It's not, but it looks like one. Listen, I'm still salty from when the guidebook told me, or not the guidebook, the thing I looked on the internet, the picture I looked on the internet for the Chocobo Forest told me the forest was on the other side of the mountain range. And I was like, I'm still tilted over that. That was so frustrating. It was like nowhere close to where it said it was. It said it's on an island. This? Wow. That's like instant. What the? Okay, now we go to the plateau north of Grandity Forest's Chocobo Forest. Where the heck is Grandity Forest? Big forest to the south. Oh, the giant forest. The forest. This forest. Not that forest. This forest. And this forest's Chocobo Forest is here. So am I... we talking up here? Oh, yeah. There he is. The boy himself. UFO question mark. Ooh, demi. Don't mind if I do. I like demi. Alright, die horrible death. Keep going. So what's the Aegis armlet do? Evasion junction. That's cool. Okay, now we gotta go to Bambalam. The original Bambalam. That doesn't even look like that's where he landed. That's... who would guess this? There he is. The boy. The man, the myth, the legend. So I believe at some point he asked me for an elixir. Yeah. Elixir, please! I love how he says that. Elixir, please! More elixir, please! Again? Wow. Are you kidding me? So needy. He blew his ship up. At least give him some elixirs. Good thing I have a bunch. You can get an accelerator if you kill him. But who would ever want to do that? Look at this. Look at him. Oh my god, he's dancing. That was the cutest thing ever. Yay, we got the trophy and we got the card. Here he is. Wow, that's a card. That is quite the unique card. Alright. PooPoo complete. Now we get to do Obel, which I know nothing about. I kind of want to try to figure this out on my own, but I have no idea if that's possible. Hello. If he's not around, perhaps he took a train towards Dalit. Because this one actually gives you hints. So, like, I feel like I could potentially figure it out. The PooPoo side quest I knew I wasn't going to figure out because it's just random. The train towards Dalit. Wait, so how does this work? Can I... Okay, so I just have to, like, tap X, I think. Nice. Then what, do I sing? You suck! Hey! You got played. You told me I suck. I don't like this game. I don't like this quest anymore. He told me I suck. I mean, I can't imagine Squall having the greatest singing voice, but he tried his best. Yeah, sorry. Backseating is encouraged, but I just wanted to see if I could do this quest real quick, because I've never done it before. Thank you. Oh yeah, there's also something on top of a mountain with a lake and cavern. Something on top of a mountain with a lake and cavern. Something on top of a mountain with a lake and cavern. There's only like 1,000 of those. Well, what caverns are there? There's this cavern, but there ain't no lake around here. Any other lakes. This map is very water filled. It could be kind of anywhere. I'm trying to think of caverns. What other cavern is there? There really isn't any like caverns in this game. Just the fire cave. How's it going, Chryso? How's it going, Dragon? How's it going, Snow? How's it going, Zoo? You guys having a good 2020 so far? What about What about here? Does this thing count as a cavern? There ain't no lake around here, though. Just land on every mountain. This is a mountain. Does this count? This is a mountain. I see no monkey. Bad dad joke? Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he made a mint. Yikes. Alright, I might need some help with this one. I'm lost. Near timber. Okay. Where's there a... Wait, so it is Opal Lake. Kinda stupid crap. What cavern? I was starting to think, I bet you they mean Opal Lake. But what cavern are we talking about? Should I just start landing on mountains? Hey, you guys got anything up here? I don't think it's the Brothers Cave. Brothers Cave's up here. By Dollar. Ooh. Aha! Oh, this ain't it. This ain't it, boys. Or is it? Am I supposed to fight that? I have to fight it.